Hi guys, welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sara.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so to break the ice, I am going to tell you a story about my ex-boyfriend. He was a total narcissist.
Oh.
I was with him for several years, and I've got lots of stories about him, actually. So much so that we could be here for an hour.
Okay, nice.
But he doesn't deserve that hour, so I'm not going to give it to him. And I'm not going to give him that attention because he would love that. But from time to time, I will be telling ex-boyfriend stories. So for today, I'm going to start with a story just to set the scene. Just to give you an idea of the type of person he was and the little things that would set him off.
Oh.
Okay, I'll tell you that, and then I will go into my actual story about him.
Okay.
So this one time, my parents had invited us over for lunch. And where we were living and where my parents were living, it was a good 45-minute to hour drive.
Okay.
I didn't have a car at the time, and he did not want to drive. He was super, super upset. It caused a fight. We got into an argument. He told me, why can't you just go see your parents?
Oh, wow.
And also, it's not the problem of me just going to go see my parents. That would have meant me taking public transit because I didn't have a car.
Okay.
And if it's 45 minutes to an hour in a car, it's like 2 hours with public transit.
That's true. That's
so obviously, I wanted him there not just for the ride, but obviously that makes things a little bit easier for me. And he was my partner. We were living together. So
how long were you with him at that time? Do you remember?
At the time, about 2 years.
Okay, so then he knows. He's in a routine. Okay, parents, in-laws, whatever. He knows.
Yeah, he's been to my parents' house before. He's met my parents. He knows this. But on this particular day, he was being a baby about it, and he did not want to go. So the tension all the way to my parents' house in the car was, it was either quiet or, a little bit on the grumpy end, but it wasn't a fun car ride, that's for sure. We get to my parents' house, he's all smiles and happy. My parents made a bunch of food. I come from an Italian family. We had, we had lasagna and cannolis, and it was a lovely time, and they gave us a bunch of leftovers. And he was in a pretty good mood at my parents' house.
Okay.
And he was in the process of buying a house at the time.
Nice.
And my parents said, you should go check out this furniture warehouse that is 10 minutes from here. It's huge. They've got tons of furniture.
Okay.
And it's very low prices. So you'll probably find something.
Yeah.
Great place. Actually, I've been there. Great place to find some furniture. So he's like, oh, okay, great. We get our leftovers, get into the car. As soon as we get into the car, he's like, this doesn't change things. I'm still really upset about this. And I'm like, we had a great time.
Exactly, yeah.
We
had good food.
We laughed.
Family, exactly.
Right? I'm like, all right. And I'm like, do you want to go to the furniture place? And he says yes.
Okay.
We get into the furniture place. Lovely stuff. He finds his bedroom set. Buys it. He's super happy. Puts his arm around me, kissing my forehead. He's super happy with the sales guy and everything. And I'm like, all right, great. He's in a good mood. We have made good use of this 45-minute drive now, right? Because not only did we spend time with my parents, we got food, but not only that, we got his bedroom set, right? So this is a good day in the end. Gets his bedroom set. He's all smiles. We get back into the car. He's back to being pissed off. And I'm like, but you were happy at my parents. You were happy at the furniture store. And we made a very good day of it. And had we not come here to this area, you wouldn't have gotten your bedroom set. And he's like, I still didn't want to come here. It's a really long drive. Gas is expensive. And that was it. That was our day. So he went from upset to happy to upset to happy to upset again.
But who even has energy for that?
Well, he did, obviously. Yeah. And I remember telling him, but you were so happy at the furniture store. And he's like, yeah, I'm happy I got my bedroom set. But it doesn't change the fact that I had to drive all the way here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. I don't know how you stayed with them.
I was young. And also, like, narcissists, they do have a way of, like...
That's true.
Manipulating, and, you know, when they see that you're slipping away, then they become a little bit nicer. That's when you get a little bit closer. You know, it's that cycle of, like, mental abuse, right? And lies and stuff like that. So...
Did your parents pick up on anything that day as well?
No, my parents were so upset when we broke up.
No,
they were so upset.
Oh, no. Sorry, parents, but it's got to be done sometimes.
No, trust me, mom and dad, it was for the best. Trust me.
Definitely.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and that's just to set the scene. That is the type of guy he was. And then, so here's my actual story. So I was a student at the time, and now I was living, so this is like a few years later, I was living with him in that place that he was buying.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So we were living together at this point. And I was a student. I had a backpack. And after school, I had something super important that I had to go to. But I had to go home to get changed and then leave the house again.
Right.
So when you walk into the house, on the left-hand side, this is not the left hand. Yeah, this is the this is the right hand side. There's our couch. And because I was in such a rush because I was running late, I take off my backpack, throw the backpack onto the couch, run to the room, get changed, get whatever I need, and leave. Now, I get a message. Now, him and I had a cat together. A cat that he never let me see after we broke up, out of spite. That's another story.
Ouch.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anyway. So we had a cat, and he messages me, and he goes, "Nice job putting your bag on the cat's favorite spot." Now, did my cat like that one area of the couch? Yes. However, that was a 3-seater couch. On this side was a 2-seater couch. Then in the other room, we had an office with another couch.
Okay.
We had 2 desk chairs.
Okay.
And a king-size bed. And the cat had its own little bed as well.
Wow.
So there were plenty of spaces for the cat to lie down on. Was the cat bothered by the fact that my backpack was in that corner? I don't think so. I mean, maybe he was like, all right, I'll go there instead.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was more bothered by it. Wow. So I wrote back saying, sorry, in a rush, I threw my backpack, you know? And he wrote back saying, this makes me think you cannot properly take care of another living being.
What?
Yeah.
What has that got to do with anything?
I'm pretty sure the cat was not that mad at me. I'm pretty sure the cat got over it within seconds. Basically insinuating that I won't be a good mother.
I mean, listen.
But that's what set him off. Like, these little things.
Like, you put your bag on the sofa, and then he really had the balls, in my opinion, to message you saying...
In defense of the cat. Mad for the cat.
I mean, I love my dog, but come on.
Yeah.
I mean, this is insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I put it in the cat bed.
No, and also, it doesn't matter. It's a couch.
Yeah.
Put the bag on there, put whatever you want on there, go up, get changed, come out, and go to your important meeting. What's the big deal?
Yeah. The cat had, he had his food, he had his water, he had tons of other places to take a nap in.
Even if the cat wasn't there, what if the cat was outside having a break?
Yeah.
Like, then what? You know what I mean? Like, outside doing its thing. And then he wants to send you that message. It's
and mind you, I was the only person who ever cleaned the litter box every single morning before I left for work or for school.
Well,
yeah,
if that
never
isn't
cleaned the
a
litter
good
box.
mom, I don't know what is. So
yeah.
Wow. Where was he? Was he in the house when you got home?
No, he wasn't home when I was home. But he came home
and then saw the backpack
and then just got set off.
And then what happened when you came home that day?
It got into an argument because he would get mad because I wouldn't think it's a big deal, right? Because I wouldn't admit to my fault, right?
Oh,
and I'm like, look, the cat's fine. He's licking his ass in the corner. He's perfectly fine. Like, we fed him. His litter is clean. Like, I highly doubt. Yeah, and he even said, he's like, what are you gonna do when we have kids? And I'm like,
no way, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, you think I'm gonna put my backpack like in the crib or something? Like, what does that have to do?
But then what if your kid puts the backpack on the sofa? You're gonna text your kid saying, I don't appreciate this. This is the cat's spot.
He is married now, and I think he has 1 or 2 kids with his wife, so good luck to them. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, but something would have had to change for him to get married and have kids. Like, you've got to bring that narcissistic trait down a notch.
Change. I mean, he may have pretended to change, but I don't think narcissists change. Right?
No, they don't. No, they don't. They really don't. Well, good luck to him. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Good luck to the cats.
Yeah.
Really.
Good luck to the cat. I mean, poor cat. Yeah.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Yeah, it was so not a big deal. It was so not a big deal.
Yeah, of course it's not. But it's crazy that some people will react this way.
Yeah.
Of something so petty.
Yeah.
Bless you. You got out. You should have got out sooner, but he waited too long.
You know, I think he kind of tricked his current wife, just because him and I were together for 5 years.
Wow.
And I mean, we don't have each other on social media, but there's a few linked connections that we still have.
Of course.
And I think they got engaged after a year or a year and a half.
After you broke up?
No, after they were together.
Oh, okay.
I think they met maybe 6 months after we broke up, and then a year later they were engaged.
Okay.
And I remember thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, a year in I was happy. I mean, a year in I was still walking on clouds and super in love and...
And now that there's kids involved, mortgage, it's a bit more complicated.
Good luck to her. Good luck to her. That's all I can say. And I do hope that they're happy.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure they are.
I don't care too much about him, to be honest, but I hope she's happy because she is stuck with him. She's legally stuck with him. So
I hope she's not watching. I really hope she's not.
If you've got a story about him, you know who I'm talking about. You can message me. We'll talk.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So I found this on Reddit. And this is a dating story from a guy's perspective, which I really like and I appreciate it, because as much as women, we are all having our dating stories, there's also men that are having some horrific dating stories. Okay?
Guys are not in the clear.
Yeah, they're not. And this happened 3 months ago, so this is very fresh.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I took a woman away for a second date, rented a nice apartment in a new town. We went out for some drinks and she couldn't handle her alcohol. She ended up trying to slap a bouncer when he asked her to leave. She took off her shoes and was walking around without shoes on a wet floor.
Oh, gross.
I ushered her home, bathed her as she was sick, and she was sick on herself, and I put her in bed. Halfway through the night, I felt her get up and stumble about, assuming that she's gone to the toilet. I didn't think too much until I heard her peeing in the corner of the bedroom. I was mortified, but she was not conscious. I got her back into her bed and cleaned her up. Needless to say, the drive home was quiet and she didn't hear from me again. So ladies and gents,
wow,
handle your alcohol. I mean, I don't think I'd be getting that drunk until you are my boyfriend or husband.
Yeah, and peeing in the corner. I don't think I'll ever do that in front of my husband or boyfriend.
No, exactly. But she must have been that paralytic drunk, or that blacked out, that gone, that she didn't even know what she was doing.
I think you still know how to pee when you're blackout drunk.
She clearly didn't. He thought she had gone to the toilet and she's peeing in the corner of the room. How embarrassing. I would be like, listen, I'm getting an Uber home. I wouldn't even be able to get in the car with him and drive home. No.
I would be so embarrassed.
I would have just snuck out and just never saw that man again.
Yeah, I think I would have maybe apologized, said thank you, but then also expect to never speak to each other again.
Absolutely not. And let's hope I don't even bump into you in the streets, in the crowds, because poor guy, second date, and she couldn't handle her liquor.
I think she remembers this.
I don't know. That's a good question, actually, because some of my friends, they black out, they don't remember anything. Anything. I could tell you some wild stories where it's you don't remember you said this and you acted like this, and they're like, no. And you see it in their face. Yeah. They really don't know. On a second date.
So if she hears this story, she may not even know that it's about her.
No, she won't, but he is scarred for life. I mean, if a guy was to do that with me on a date...
And he was nice enough to clean her up twice.
Yeah, that's very sweet. That's very sweet. I think he liked her. You wouldn't do that for just a random, would you? I think he probably thought there was potential.
Yeah, until she peed in the corner.
And then she peed in... she peed in the corner. But also she slapped the bouncer.
Oh yeah, true.
She slapped the bouncer. So she's got some, I don't know, aggression. I mean, I don't know. She slapped the bouncer. She was walking around barefoot on wet floor.
That's gross. Drunk or not, I don't understand why you would do that.
Exactly. And then threw up on herself and he cleaned it up. Like, he really liked her.
Yeah, he really liked her, and he was nice. He was nice enough to not, like, drop her off and go,
yeah.
You're on your own.
That's true. Or even nice enough not to even force himself on her, actually.
Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, because if he bathed her, he got her clothes off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
that's true.
He was honestly a real gentleman in many ways. Like, yes,
a very rare type of guy.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, any guy would have been like, F this, I leave you in the room, or like, bye.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he really liked her, so honestly, bless you. Bless you.
Well, to whoever the poster was, you are going to find a great person, because you sound like a great guy.
Yeah. And he took her away on a second date, so
I don't even think I could clean someone up after they've thrown up, because I'm going to throw up. It's just going to make, throw up makes me throw up. Like,
exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't mind sick in terms of, like, I don't mind it. I'm like, okay, it is what it is, but on a complete stranger, no. Like, no.
No.
Again, like, if you're my husband, you're even lucky if I'm cleaning you sick, to be honest, because it's disgusting. It's like, no.
Oh my God.
Like, bodily fluids, like, she must have drank so much.
Yeah. And I've only had issues of, like, peeing on the floor with, like, dogs. And even that is gross to clean up, you know?
Maybe she was also very nervous that she was drinking before she got on the date. I don't know.
She wanted to make a good impression and it backfired.
But, like, it really backfired because the guy was like, needless to say, never saw her again. He was like, she's not going to see me again.
No, I think both parties should not want to see each other again at this point.
Exactly. And this works both ways. This could have been the woman or the man. So just take care of the alcohol, guys. I understand.
Know your limits. Know your limits. Because getting a little tipsy, that can be fun, right? Exactly. That can loosen you up. That can make you into a more sociable person. But once you're going into the blackout mode,
stop. Yeah. And the other person doesn't know your limits. They might be like, oh, this woman can drink. Okay, amazing. She can handle her liquor. No, she's being on herself in the corner. And that's scary for me. Like, I'm not a big drinker anyway, but when I hear stories of I blacked out, it's like, but how much liquor
do you drink?
Yeah, because you have to drink a substantial...
And there's different, like, levels also. Like, there's, like, drunk, and then there's, like, drunk where you can't walk. Exactly. And that's kind of when the vomit happens, right?
Yeah.
And then how much more did you drink? Because normally after you vomit, a lot of the poisoning has been removed, right?
That's true, yeah.
But if she's afterwards peed in the corner, that's how much more she was actually intoxicated.
I think she was drinking before the date.
Maybe. It sounds like it. It sounds like she may have needed a hospital at that point. That sounds like a lot of alcohol.
But she couldn't even stand. Like, the poor guy was undressing her. Like,
yeah. Wow. Good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to him, and honestly, good luck to her. Yeah. Good luck to her indeed.
All right. Well, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
That is our very first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, like, share, and subscribe.
And we will leave the email below because we want to hear from you on all your submissions, men and women.
Yes. Doesn't matter who you've been on a date with.
Exactly.
Straight, bi, gay, it does not matter. If you have a story, we want to hear it.
Exactly. And disclaimer, we are not professionals. We are just speaking from our own experiences, our own opinions. So take what we are saying very lightly with a pinch of salt.
We're not relationship experts.
We're not.
But we have our own stories. Yeah. And that's why this podcast is being created. It's because so many people have stories and we can all relate and we can build a community, and even though there are bad experiences, we can.
There are also some good experiences as well, many good experiences, but the cringe ones, we need to grill them big time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thank you for spilling, and we enjoyed the grilling.
Yeah, we did. Thank you so much. See you on the next episode.
Yes, thank you. Bye, guys.
Ciao.